So this video is to maybe save you a little bit of time searching and wondering, who is that Sarah girl? I would just want to show a little bit of my heart and share who I am and my mission. So again, my name is Sarah Bown. My husband is from Newfoundland. We've been married for 16 years. He's my best friend. We met in church when we were really young. And basically I sing and he plays guitar, and we wanted to practice a church song together. He just came for the weekend to visit his parents who were ministers, and yeah, he never went back home, long story short. And we got married a few months later, and 16 years, here we are again, my best friend. I'm just so grateful for him. Together we have 3 amazing boys who are 13, 9, and almost 2. Just the loves of our life, pieces of our heart, and we just feel so blessed. I'm a motivational speaker, a certified life wellness coach. I help people make the goals of their heart happen with action. Not when they feel good enough, but helping people realize that we all are good enough just the way that we are. So just the way that we are in this very moment. And to rock out some self-love, self-respect, and self-belief, all in the beautiful, amazing foundation of God's grace. When did this begin? Where did this come from? Well, when I was a really little girl, I remember playing, and I remember having this overwhelming feeling that God had a plan for me. And I just remember that it made me feel special, that I knew that it was meaningful, I knew that it was a purpose, and it made me feel great. And what I can tell you is that over the years, I really let low self-love, low self-respect, and probably no self-belief creep in. And it really bothered me that not only did I wonder what I was going to do and where did that fit in, what I felt when I was a little girl, but would it? And so in late 2010, I found myself 300 pounds, but more importantly than that, than any reflection that I saw on a scale, I found myself very low in self-love, self-respect, and self-belief. So in 2010, I remember standing in the shower, and I remember praying to God to let me wake up the next day 20 pounds. I can still remember the hot tears burning my face, and praying and begging God, please, please let me wake up 20 pounds less. If you let me wake up 20 pounds less, I'll keep going. You will have showed me hope. You'll show me that it can be done. And I promise, God, I promise that I will keep going. And then it kind of came over me that, Sarah, you have all the tools that you've ever needed. All you need to do is put in the work. And from that moment, I decided to put in the work, and I decided to really think about, okay, what have I tried before that hasn't worked, and what have I tried that does work? And that what I realized is that up until this point, anytime that I wanted to feel better, I thought diet, calories in, calories out, restriction, punishment. And I decided this time to approach this differently. I decided to say, okay, for the first 2 months, you're just going to work on your inside. So you're going to build that self-love, self-respect, and self-belief, and you're going to really rely on your foundation of God's grace. And you're going to learn to love yourself, and you're going to flip all those negatives that you're always doing. So, you know, when I would say, Sarah, why even bother? You can't do that. You're no good. Sarah, you are a child of God, and you have all the capability in the world. You know, when I would think, Sarah, you're a sucky mother, you couldn't even teach your middle son to ride, or my youngest son at that time, oldest son, to ride a bike because you were too heavy to run. Sarah, you've always done the best that you can. You've always given your heart. So it was a matter of always flipping. Constant work. And what I was doing, I didn't have words for it then. But what I was doing is I was building a foundation. So when I say I work with people to help them build a foundation on self-love, self-respect, self-belief, and God's grace, I mean it, because I didn't read that from a book. That's what I've done with my own life. That's what I will continue to do for life, because I think that even us coaches, we should always be in a place where we're growing and learning and just really striving to be the best us that we can be. And when we do that, that is when we can really impact the world, when we really can share, because then we can share the journey along the way. And I think, you know, if there's one thing that Periscope has really shown to me, and it makes me happy, it makes my heart so happy, is that the world is tired of fake. We are tired of, fake perfection. We are tired of seeing everyone's highlight reel. We just want to see real. We just want to know that other people trip up, that other people fall down. And it's just a really amazing reminder that the only difference between successful people and non-successful people is that successful people find a way to get back up. Because they do fall down. They just find a way to get back up. So I love helping people find a way to get up when they feel like they're on their last leg and they feel like they don't matter and they feel like they have no value and they feel like, Sarah, I've just failed so many times. The beauty is that I know in my heart that it's never too late, that we all have it within us to live our best life, to just be someone that we never imagined that we could be if we will just decide to build a foundation on self-love, self-respect, and self-belief, God's grace, and then put in the hard work, dedication, and determination that it's going to take to reach whatever goal it is that we have. So that's my heart, and that's my passion. And again, I am so grateful to have met you here on Twitter. Please reach out. If you have a blog or a video sharing out your heart, showing what you do, your passion, I want to see it. So please leave that link. Please tag me in that link because I want to get to know you, the person, better. My community, I'm here on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook, Sarah Abound. That's where I started my journey so many years ago in 2011. I also have a webpage, sarahobound.com. And my community is all a community of we and not of me, because in we, there is great power in together. There is great power in together, in holding each other up, in loving each other, in serving one another, in, picking up the pieces when somebody just needs something from us. It's an amazing thing when we come together and we say, I will be there for you. I will help you. And I just think that's so beautiful. So thank you for being one of those people here